good? Okay. Okay.
Show the fence light. Yeah. All right, we got it. No, it's fine. All right, everybody, it's Daniel Wiafe, the house flipping ninja, and I'm down here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm down here with my man, Mr. Mark Evans, DM.
What's up, buddy?
DM, what does that stand for?
Well, to my mother it means dream maker. To the world it means deal maker.
Uh-oh. Deal maker, dream maker, and the digital nomad.
There we go.
This guy, he has been flipping real estate since 1996. He's been flipping it since Tupac was alive. This dude has been doing it. I was still in high school, so I was still in diapers when you were flipping real estate. But anyways, I had the opportunity to meet Mark and his lovely fiancee, Deena, and he's actually been giving me some great tips on his systems and how he actually flips real estate and makes a ton of money doing it, and yet lives an awesome lifestyle. I mean, can you show people the watch? just break out the watch. Just break out the watch. See, let's zoom in on that. Bam, you guys got blinded out there. Put your sunglasses on. I mean, his watch looks like that chandelier right there. I'm serious. This man, I'm gonna post a picture. He drives what do you drive? A Rolls Royce?
Phantom.
A Phantom?
Yep.
What the heck? So Mark, how many deals a month do you do?
Well, you know, right now we're doing about 50 deals a month, consistently, on and on basis, where we could do more or less, but the opportunity is up to 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, 50 deals, could you imagine doing 50 deals a month? Honestly, at this point, just doing wholesale deals a month by myself in my own strength and my own power, I cannot imagine doing that. This man right here, he's doing 50. Most of you guys will be lucky to even do 50 deals in a year. So Mark, to do 50 deals a month, you obviously have to have good systems in place and good teams in place and good people who can actually run the dream and make the dream and the deals happen, right?
That's correct.
Can you actually tell us how you make the dream work and how you make the magic happen?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the first thing, Daniel, like we talked about over dinner, is the first thing we have to think is how, create my ideal lifestyle. When I first started in investing, I was just running around like a chicken with my head cut off, doing whatever came across my desk, just staying busy, working 16, 18 hours a day to wake up to do the same thing again. So what I did is I said one day, I just said enough's enough, I'm going to go nuts on this. So I started creating my ideal lifestyle, and I said, how do I build a business around my ideal lifestyle? So what happens is you start thinking different. You don't think as I'm a real estate investor, I'm a real estate business owner. It just happens to be real estate investments. So I don't care if it's with a widget or gidget, what we're doing is our product is a piece of property. So I need the people, I need processes, and I need product. We have product taken care of. Now I need to start finding good people, but I can't find good people unless I know what I need them to do. So that's where the processes come in place. So as a real estate investor, you need to have buyers, which I recommend you should always work on every day to build trust, relationship, and nurture the process. You need sellers. You need people that you're putting these pieces together. We call them deal coordinators, because I don't like to do paperwork. I told you that. I'm not a big fan. I already burned an image in your head on this one. But I'm a big fan of focusing on what I'm great at. I'm not good at paperwork. I'm good at deal making. Hence the DM. So what I like to do is, again, I started creating processes for this. We need marketing. We need people to deploy these pieces. So we started creating processes for this from start to finish, where anybody could plug in and get the same results that we're getting. Maybe not as big yet, because you got to gradually grow it, but you don't need to do up to 50 deals a month to make an amazing living, as you know.
Exactly.
So our goal is how do we get you started? How do we keep you consistent? Consistency is key. And then how do we start saying, okay, how do I do more on a bigger basis by extracting yourself out of the business so you're not working in it, you're working on it.
Awesome. Yeah. Mark, if you have a newbie, so there's a newbie out there, they're watching this video right now. They're like, this Mark Evans DM is a cool dude. Right. He knows what he's talking about. Right. I love the system. Okay. I want to be just like him. Okay. What 3 tips would you give them to actually get started in a business where they're actually working on their business, but not in their business?
The first tip, I'd say, go to the hospital immediately. You need help if you think I'm a good guy, cool guy. No, in all seriousness, what you need, again, we were talking about this. People don't need to be like me. They don't need to be like you. They don't need to be like Donald Trump. What they need is they need simplicity in their environment. That does start with your ideal lifestyle. So if I said, people always come to us every day, Mark, I want more leads, I want more leads. What does that mean? If I give you 100 leads a day, what does that mean to you? You're going to be overwhelmed, you're going to be confused, you're going to be frustrated, it's going to hurt you more than help you. So what we need to do is identify what type of leads we need, right? Buyers, sellers, investors, they're all three very important in this process. And how we're going to get them. How we're going to extract them. We're going to do direct mail, online marketing, guerrilla marketing if you're starting out with a minimum budget. And then all those pieces have integral pieces as well. What do I say on the card if I'm doing direct mail? How do I get them to respond back to me? What are these pieces that are going to allow me to be successful? So a lot of times people are just doing stuff to do stuff, which is whatever, but that's not going to get you closer to your goal. It's going to get you further away. So I would say, number one, ideal lifestyle. What do you want it to look like when you're done? Number two, find someone you can attach to that you can relate to that can give you guidance. Don't try to do 50 deals in your first week, first year, first month maybe. Focus on doing 2, 3, 4 deals that's going to get you away from your JOB and or get you confident and comfortable in an environment that allow you to propel at a very rapid level. I think the hardest part in investing is doing your first 2 or 3 deals consistently monthly. Once you get doing 3 or 4, now you actually have a rhythm, you have momentum, you know what to do and what not to do. So I want to help them really get that going and keep the momentum going, and then now we can start focusing on business building at a high level.
Awesome.
Yep.
My man.
Awesome, man.
So, all right, awesome. So I got to ask you this. What is your best form of marketing?
Best form of marketing, direct mail by far.
All right.
I love direct mail.
Direct mail. Postcards, yellow letters, type letters.
I love postcards. The key is, though, all direct mail works. It's all great. I think all marketing works. It's all great. But you have to have all these lines in. Direct mail, for me, the key is you have to be consistent and you have to have a message. This is a very big tip. It took me hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn this. Do not try to buy someone's property and do not try to sell a property on a postcard. Your key is to engage them, to have them come back to you. If you want to get a big response rate, we get up to 22% response rate on our direct mail.
Wow.
Which is unheard of. Direct mail is 1 to 3%.
Exactly.
So what we do is we keep it very light. We keep it engaging. Like we talked about a little bit, like how we do our deals. But we want to engage them. We want to make it soft and easy to allow them to come into us.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, like some of y'all may not be in direct mail, but 22% response rate, direct mail, that's like unheard of. That's like you're a freaking Einstein of direct mail. That brings up a good point, Mark. Earlier, we were talking about how you send out contracts to your potentially motivated sellers. Now, the way that I've been taught, and I'm sure that many of you guys have been taught, is that when you get a contract and you're sending it out to a seller who's possibly motivated, you gotta get on the phone with them, you gotta run your comps, you gotta see what percentage you can actually get the house at a wholesale deal, and then you gotta try and negotiate them down to a poor 50% ARV price, somewhere in that price range. And so half the time we're getting cussed out, getting phones hung up in our face, and we feel like scum of the freaking earth.
So what we do with the contracts is it's a trademark process that allows us, especially if you're a brand new investor and or experienced investor, this is exactly what our team does. So what we do is we go out, we have these leads come into us, so they're warm leads, it's not cold calling. This works in cold calling as well. But what happens is the seller says, hey, here's what I'm looking for. $25,000, for example, for the house. We say, okay, great. We'd love to pay you 25 grand. And then what we do is we create a contract. Daniel, I'm going to send the contract over to you, sign it and send it back to me. Once you do, we'll go look at the property and we'll go from there. So what happens is in the contract, it's only a 2-page. We don't have 17 pages deep where no one understands. It's 2 pages, 5th grade level. It allows them to go out and see it, look at it, and they sign it and send it back to us. We do not do any due diligence until we have a signed contract back, because it's a waste of time, in my opinion, to go out and do due diligence on a property that you'll never possibly doesn't have a chance to own.
Wow.
So I remember back in the day when I first started, I'd drive up, get all excited, talk to the seller. They said, okay, I'm good. Show up to the property and there's a car leaving, and I walk in, I'm like, hey, I'm here for the property. I just talked to you an hour ago. And they're like, sorry, I signed a contract with someone else. Again, I'm not that smart, at all, as you know, Daniel. But I am smart enough to realize I don't like that feeling, because the drive home is a very long drive home. Coming back, yeah, it sucks. So what I did is we get the contract, we get it back, we deploy it out to our inspector and or yourself, you can go do it. And then that's when you go out there and say, okay, let's look at the house, let's start getting serious about it. But you have the property tied up. No one else in the world can touch that property for those 7 days or 30 days, whatever you agree upon, to go out there and negotiate and or try to get the deal out from under you. So do not, well, again, with caveat, you got to understand how it works in the contracts, but
quote unquote.
Quote unquote. Do not go out to properties until you have a signed contract, therefore allowing it to lock it up and secure it so you actually have time to do your due diligence.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
You'll do many deals.
And then pretty much then once you get the contract signed and you go out there or you send your inspector or contractor out there to look at it, then you can negotiate down once you physically are down there.
Right.
To a lower price, is that correct?
Yeah, because again, I've never seen the property in person. This is why I'm virtual. I've been virtual since '06, but we don't see the property yet. So you can't negotiate something you've never seen in person. Mm-hmm. So once someone goes on site that works with you and or for you and or yourself, that's when the rubber meets the road. That's when you're like the hole in the ceiling, the hole in the wall, the baseboard's broken, etc. Then you start negotiating factually, not theory or what you think. So typically the seller might not know these problems exist. We don't know these problems exist. So when we come together and we say, hey, how can we make this right? You tell the seller will tell you, you're right, I didn't know that was there. I'll give you $2,000 off or $3,000 off or $4,000, whatever it is. We average about 25% savings, give or take, on that number. So if we're at 25 grand, we're gonna get the property for around 20 grand for the same exact property without hard negotiating. I'm not a hard negotiator, I don't like it. So I want to be a fair, win-win-win all the way around the board.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that is the art of ninja negotiating. He's negotiating without even really negotiating. So I mean, that's freaking awesome. So all right. So Mark, I thank you for your time. You've been so awesome. If somebody wanted to get in contact with you, they wanted to become a student of yours or connect with you, how would they reach you?
The best way is by my website at www.markevansdm.com. Again, that's markevansdm.com. That's the best way. Go there. I got free articles, free reports, all kinds of great stuff over there for free that they can learn about us and go from there.
Okay, awesome. And so you heard him. Go to markevansdm.com. Is at the URL that's right below here. Matter of fact, as soon as I get off this video, I'm going to go down there myself and subscribe to his email list, and I suggest you do that too. So again, this is Daniel Wiafe, the house flipping ninja. We thank you for watching this video. Peace, God bless, and we will see you at the top. Bye-bye.